Hello dear traders, my name is Benjamin and I'm here with Deep Pockets, and on the chart we are looking at the Australian dollar US dollar currency pair. So what do we have here? We are right now on the weekly chart, and if I may just go back to one of my ideas way back, I think back in July, I posted something like this. This is what I posted in July, that we are on the path to have something like this. And I was expecting Aussie dollar to form a head and shoulder. Within, this was a head and shoulder, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, broke down, and then I was expecting this now to be I was expecting it to form a bigger head and shoulder, with this being the left shoulder, all of this to be the head, and then this here to be the the right shoulder, and then we tumble, we go much lower. Okay, so let us play this and see what happened. We went lower, we found the right shoulder, although it went slightly above. This probably must have trapped a lot of people, but ultimately it was just coming to test this resistance here. Okay, so let me go back to the actual chart actually. So ultimately we were just coming to test this. You see this green candle here, we got support there, so we came to test it as previous support, now resistance, and I'm looking for this thing to go much lower. But you guys can just take in mind that it's almost month end, and the Australian dollar tend to strengthen a bit to hold up when the month is ending, due to people doing a lot of imports and exports, for filling their inventories. So we can expect a lot of volatility in these days. So what I have here is this. The daily time frame is this lower. Okay, but actually, this lower support is just like a mirror. It's just something that I cloned and then brought it some down, but a bit adjusted. So we have this touch, second touch, third touch, and I am looking for this. I'm looking at this thing to go much lower. We look like we are building something like a descending triangle on the lower time frames. So first support, first target where I expect this thing to go is at this here, because this just this bounce that Aussie had here to the upside was just a bit too inefficient. It happened in an inefficient way, like nothing got tested here. So I expect this thing to come back down. Okay, and then another second target would be this here, which is the, if we had to go back, which is the double bottom that happened here. And I expect this to actually be the neckline of the major big head and shoulder that I showed you on the other chart. Okay, let us go back to the 4-hourly. I'm actually short on this thing a long time ago. I'm short on this thing from a long time ago, and I expect us to go much lower. All right. And then and on the currency, on what I actually trade based off, which I trade based off a currency's strength, individual strength, and then if the currency is weak, I paid to a strong currency, and then I trade accordingly. And as of now, the Australian dollar is actually one of the weakest currencies on our radar. It's up there with Canadian dollar and New Zealand, basically the commodity currencies. Okay, yeah, and the safe havens are the stronger ones. So Aussie paired to a safe haven, the US dollar, we could see this thing go lower. Although I have to say the Australian dollar is actually holding up quite strongly because the other currencies are actually falling against the dollar. So if we can have the Aussie break this minor floor here on the 4-hourly chart, maybe from this resistance here, this here form something like this, like this, like this, and then like this, like this. Okay, if we can have form, if we can go up here and get maybe rejected here, which would form like again another head and shoulder, left shoulder, the head, right shoulder, then we can go much lower. Okay, I think this is all I have for you guys on this pair. I think I've mentioned quite a lot of things in this video, so if you guys like this video, give it a like. But look out for month-end volatility. Don't get trapped into the Aussie maybe heading higher. It's just, I reckon it's just month-end volatility. Okay? Thank you so much, and see you guys in the next video.